Well, hold up, let me fix the mic. I really need a better setup for my mic, honestly. All right, guys, I need to hurry up and get this video out. I'm not gonna lie to you, I ain't gonna lie. I actually have to go get my leg checked out. It was something that I was actually dealing with earlier in the week. I don't think I mentioned it in video. I didn't want to make a big old stink about it. Pretty much my leg was hurting to the point where I could barely even walk. It was very painful, but it is much better now. I can walk, I can run, I could run a marathon, I could kick your ass. Don't fuck with me, okay? Don't mess with the boy. But I have to get a follow-up visit and kind of see what the heck is going on with my leg. Make sure there's no additional things that I need to worry about. So sometimes you really don't know what a person's dealing with, man. They don't always tell you in the forefront. But it was nice to see that there is some type of update maintenance. 1, not 2, but also 3. So let's see exactly what is being told in these update maintenances. Hopefully some good news. Lord knows we need it. Let's see if it's worth turning the lights on, you know? Should we turn the lights on? I don't know. It is all in your court, Lion Games. All in your court. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and today's video is hopefully going to be a good one. And if it's not my fault. It is Lion Game's fault. I refuse to take any blame for anything that is in all the misspell. You know what? That is what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for no misspellings. I don't even care if they, in notes right now, they say that the game is dead and they're packing it up. I'm hoping for no misspellings. And that's a big thing to hope for. I wonder what the rates are for that. You know, people always want to know what the summon rates are in a game and a gacha. I'm wondering what the misspell rate is in these notes right now. But no matter how this video goes, just remember that it's 100% MFO. So let's get into number 1. Let's just start at the tippity flippity top. And let's see, sketch blah blah blah. Okay, it's loading an image. It's red, it's sparkling, it's Naomi with broken red glass, and ZEON is feeling himself, Kylock on the side, Dorka on the side. So far in the story, at least from the part that I'm at, I need to actually finish the damn thing, is that I haven't seen these characters. You haven't seen Dorka, you haven't seen Naomi. This picture though is really good. But we already know that the art team has always done a phenomenal job. Pretty cool. I hope this is the intro screen. It's a really good intro screen. Replace that synergy shit and put it off to the side. For this picture, I'll turn the lights on. Woo! All right, we're back in the building. All right, so picture looks good. Chapter 13 coming in here. I feel like you should just wait for chapter 13 to come out and then just beat chapter 12, because I mean chapter 12 is definitely hard unless you just want that little bit of challenge, but there's no actual reward for beating chapter 12 really. But they did say that there's going to be a reward for beating chapter 13. As you can see, chapter 11 and 12, the difficulty will be rearranged. The mission difficulty for achieving the stars has also been arranged. Now that actually is a bigger thing to note, but it is kind of weird for them to it's weird for them to do that, because like that means that you should just pretty much wait, like, what is it? I think it's like a month. You wait a month or a couple weeks or whatever like that, and then you can do the story, which in turn is kind of bad. But if you were to leave it to that the story is something difficult and maybe have something else based around it, like the reward is cool because it gave you a reason to, but that's why I think chapter 12 probably felt like the shittiest. Because 1, it was just like chapter 11, and then 2, there was really no reward behind it, and then they just kept really, like, same thing with the Infinity Core. It's like, well, you know, why don't you just play around with that? It's like, why? So it says you may use Awaken ZEON in the game, which you can obtain as you clear reward. So Awaken ZEON is the clear reward for chapter 13-11. So in order to see, that's a pretty good thing. So they're letting you know exactly what it is. Awaken ZEON. So we don't know, however, several functions such as viewing Awaken ZEON's info in the journal, obtaining him from the scout system, or doors to the creation will be available after November 12th maintenance. So you could only get him pretty much through the reward. You can't use him, you can't get him through the scout system, and you can't get him through door to do creation. You have to, that's kind of weird. I don't know, that's kind of weird. Also, viewing his info, you can't really do that. Like, that's weird. I mean, I guess they specified it because maybe there was some type of issue, but it just seems really weird to say you can obtain him, but you can't look at him in the journal. And also, when they say that he's in the journal, not in the fake core, because you can't really check fake core units in the journal. So it makes me think that Awakened Zeon is going to be a completely different character. Like, this is going to be a separate character. So they're going to go with like the 7 deadly sins thing. This is my assumption again. I'm assuming like this is a separate character. This is not Zeon. This will be a 5-star version of Zeon. And if that's true, again, if my assumption is correct, that would actually mean for shits and giggles that you'd be able to run like double Zeon. That'd be funny. But you know, they could also not do that. Also, they could do it like 7 deadly sins. Like, even if it is a separate version of a character, you can't put both of them on the same team. So we'll have to see how that works, but that would be funny, double Zeon, or if you could only run one or the other, which would really give people a run for their money. And also, if there's separate Zeons, does the actual regular Zeon dupe go into Exos Zeon, Awakened Zeon, or do you need a completely separate character, another Awakened Zeon to transcend him, or you know, for elemental enhance? So really curious how that's gonna work. Next thing that they got up here is the Quantum Raidis. Quantum Raid theme will begin the action genre minigame when you can play for a limited time. I don't really want to read too much into this. It's just like, I just want to see it. Okay, Quantum Raid coupons, Quantum Raid coupon pass, EXP, elemental stone, whatever. I just want to see how it is when it first drops. The thing that I really want to see as you see Quantum Raid pass. So it's the same thing we're used to. So this was probably going to give you either a general or it's going to give you a fake core. I didn't buy the synergy one because I just didn't feel like they pretty much are giving out fake cores in so many other things. I didn't feel like the need to get even more, because the more fake cores that they drop in the game, the less likely you are to get one that you like. So each Quantum Raid stage has up to 3 zones. I mean, if you defeat the monster that appears in each zone, you can move on to the next zone, defeat the monster in every zone to clear that stage. The only thing I guess I don't understand is like they're just running around. Do I have to actually move them around? I don't know. I'm not actually excited for this at all. It just looks cool, it looks funny, like, and I guess you gotta kill this thing, but I don't know. You can move by using the directional pad. If you run into an enemy while they're on the move, your heroes will automatically enter battle. So I guess you run into them and then it starts a fight. When you're not in battle, you can use the direction to move all the heroes in a team. During the battle, you can select each hero to control individually by yourself. Heroes can obtain mana according to the condition of each job. Once they obtain 5 mana, they use all mana to use a passive skill. Additional damage will be applied according to each element. Okay. Oh, so this is like the other thing: Paladin, Knight, Guardian. Yeah. It can be obtained 2 ways. Okay, so I guess these are the things. So there's Guardian, Knight, Paladin, Warrior, Ranger, Assassin, Wizard, Cleric, Trickster, Enchanter. And I guess every time they gain mana when these things happen, getting a crit, receiving a crit. This one, when they do a crit, when they just do a normal attack, 50% chance on normal attack hit, and then you get all these weird stuff. So I don't know. I mean, it seems like there's some level of intricacy to it. Yada yada. So, oh yeah, here we go. So this is the step up thing. So you guys know how that works. So it's gonna be 300 ZEOZ. 10 nation recruit tickets, which is good. These 2 things are the same, and then again, you're gonna get a free fake core recruit. So you're gonna get a fake core again for free as long as you keep playing into it. And then, you know, it's probably you can buy into the thing and then maybe get another one if you want. But choice re. So there it is. Finally, they are actually going into. Oh, whatever. I'm like losing my mind. So they're doing the repeat banner, but it's finally gonna be the repeat banner that we have finally thought. The one I thought that they were afraid to do, which is going to be the Forgotten Memory. So this is the one where now you could get any of these really good characters. So for anyone that's kind of lacking behind, you can go get your Bathory now. I mean, she's really out of the upper tier meta. It's like Tranquil really doesn't work, but for a lot of people it will still work in their team comp. So I would say like it's not dead, but it is, you know, she still helps out a lot. She's still a really good character. Now this is my opportunity to get Rudley. Now, if you guys don't know, the string that I selected from the beginning of the game months ago was actually the Rudley banner, because I got Rudley as my first pull, and I was like, well, I really want to get his FC. But like I've always said, the string of creation is something that you really only go, not out of desperation, but out of extreme focus, something that you feel like your account really needs, because it's such a deep investment. It's such a deep investment. It's a 50 summons. If I remember correctly, it's 50 summons. So when you go into there, you best believe you're gonna be in there for a long time. And usually people just kind of chip away at it slowly. But I just never felt like that. I felt like I'd rather get the newer characters that come out. But it would be nice to get Rudley. He's actually a pretty good character. I think that especially when you get him in this FC version, he's really good. He becomes an reliable AoE burst character on the level of same thing as FC Rara. You know, you have a burst AoE that's really strong. So also he has like, he gives out barriers and things like that, which is a little bit wonky with Iris around. But also Emma and Deva, Reed Marie, the new Reed Marie, but damn, she got nerfed before her glory days even came into fruition. But you know, it is what it is. And remember, you always get that first 200 for free, which I always like. So you'll be seeing me summon for Rudley, even though I'm pretty sure that the next week or the week after that will be the collab, and it is what it is. But I kind of want a new unit because I need some new things. Air Squadron donation. So this is what the Air Squadron battle used to be. It used to be, as you can see, this limited time here, Sunday through Monday. And then there was a little slight, this is the only time you could actually change your Air Squadron battle. And that's pretty much like right before, kind of weird, like how you can see managing Air Squadron team, you can only do it like pretty much here. And then I think you could do it like an hour before. Now they changed it to where it's, as you can see, deciding airship battle is like a way longer time frame, so you have a lot more time to do that. That's the big issue for most people. Matching, I don't care about this. Air Squadron battle, don't care about this. You can pretty much, the big thing is like you can keep changing your team, but I never really cared to change my team. I think that one of the biggest issues of Air Squadron battle was also the battle aspect of itself, not just the fact of how annoying it was that you were missing your participation and you would be screwed for the entirety of a week. This is a change that is nice that they did do it, but it's you know, so far late, and they still need to work on the actual thing itself. The fact that they're fixing people at least being able to play it, but then when you play it, it's just kind of annoying. You're fighting 3 fights in a row, hopefully winning. It doesn't really matter if you win, as long as you're participating in the fights, you're fine. But it just seems really weird, like you don't get any type of buff for winning, or maybe like each character that's alive, you get some type of buff, like, oh, if you win and there's 3 characters alive, everyone that's alive at that time, you know, gets a attack bonus or something like that. Because you go into these fights, yeah, the only thing that you really carry or have an advantage of is the mana, because if you're not at 100% HP, I don't think you keep any of the buffs that you got in the last round. Like all that stuff is just that you're just at a huge disadvantage. So it's just like, I think that they should fix something to just make it more interesting. But at least now people are gonna be able to play it more. But it's months later, dude. It's like, I guess it's, what is it, better now than never or whatever. But Jesus, Ben, Jesus. Ranking rewards, I guess, whatever. Don't really care about that. Airship hideout, celestial thing, this looks crazy sloppy here, bro. 5 hideout objects are placed in the Air Squadron hideout. Each hideout has a buff effect. Okay, it's pretty much right now what's in Illusion Connect, and which in a lot of games. Also, this is a very similar system to Summoner's War, just that it had nothing to do with guild. It was just something that you did in your account in general. You build statues. Same thing in Guardian Tales. There's just statues that are in the hub area that just make your account slightly better. So I guess you just do this. I know this is level 0. I was about to rip on my ass, but it is 10, but they didn't format it. Jesus, that's such a useless change, because when you win or lose in the thing, it's usually just because either you got fatigued out through the fight, or you know, like, or you're just slaughtering them because you're just dramatically stronger than. So you don't even need the attack increase, you don't need the defense. I mean, I think the first thing I would probably do maybe is maybe health and defense, just so I could survive longer. I think that would probably be the best. Attack, I guess, is cool and all, but like with signature force not being changed at all, I don't see like how you would, if you're building the game, you're playing the game as correctly as possible, I don't see why you would need more attack. Your characters are doing way above the health threshold. I mean, unless, you know, it depends on how long it takes for you to get these things. Is this a whale kind of thing, you know, to get these artifacts and all these things, and what currency does it cost, all that nonsense? Pretty sure that's probably in here somewhere, but I don't feel like looking for it either. Exclusive weapon chance increase on fake core acquisition. Exclusive weapons had limited ways to obtain. I mean, it was a pretty obvious way to do it, but no one cared. Since you obtain a fake core during 12 hours, there will be an exclusive weapon chance up. Do you want to go visit the forge down? No, I don't. It's trash. The fake core weapon doesn't give you enough. It really doesn't. If they improved the fake core weapon, maybe it would be more enticing, like, oh, I really want to get this, but yeah, no. Next is going to be airship. I guess this is just the UI changes. I mean, there's going to be there, then it's the market. Dispatch is going to be off here to the right. Signature force is going to be off here to the right. Scout, and then diary. You know, they're just kind of switching where things are, so it's pretty much the same thing. It's more, what's more important is if they put stuff in different places. Scout, this is the new scout system. I mean, it looks like they're not lowering the actual scout requirements. Like some people's change, maybe if you were to take that, the required character gives you a hefty amount, like maybe 10,000 of these points. So if I really wanted to, if I got 3 dupes of rare, I would just automatically be able to do it. Make it just better. Like then I could even possibly hope for a rarer dupe and be like, oh, I'm really close to getting a copy of this, because you want more people to use signature force. So at least instead of it feeling like it's a cheap mechanic, it feels like it's something that everyone's kind of doing, and then you have to build against it, like how people are building all red awaken so they can survive those encounters more. But I don't know, I feel like this just needs an overhaul badly, just like the guild system still needs an overhaul. And now this is good, so I can go. I've been having issues trying to find this shop sometimes. It's been a ass and a half. And then now they're showing the world is challenge, exploration, dock, and then you can go, but that's kind of how it's always been. This is not really a big change unless they're showing that it's changed. Maybe you can quick battle from this screen, which I think that's what they said that they were going to do, so that's a really good thing. Village just needs to not lag. Oh, is this the quick battles? Can you do all your quick battles at once? That would be dope. That would be actually kind of cool. Like and you'll see like it's easy here. Maybe it has some way of seeing it that if you could just do like all your quick. Now, honestly, a lot of people always ask me, Cash, why don't you just hurry up and get your things so you could just quick battle them? I mean, it was still such a hassle going back and forth, but I would actually do it there. Like that kind of is cool. So I know on the weekends I have a lot of quick battles available. I just do all those instantaneously, and then any of the other ones that I don't have, I'll actually go fight them. But I could see from like a quick glance that I could just do it really quickly. That's cool. So you don't have to keep going in and out of the menus. That'd be really cool. That's a really good quality of life change right there. Calls 100 ZEOZ. This is the story continue, right? So if you want to go into the battle and you want to retry again, do they show you with it? Okay, they don't. But remember, guys, this is what they said, is that you can use ZEOZ to continue. They did say a new material, but I guess they I guess that's a bust, right? Or maybe it's ZEOZ right here, but then they'll drop the new material at another later date. But pretty much what this is a nice pride and true revive right where you were in the fight. Like I said, it's really good if you're really winning the fight or something went wrong, you know you could recover. You just want to use a little bit of currency or something like that to finish out the battle. But just keep in mind that they did say that the enemy has buffs too. So if you lost because the battle got way out of control, like let's say that the enemy is buffed out of their mind, you definitely do not want to then try to revive in that state. You'll probably just get blown out of the water, especially on a boss stage. Remember that they have, at least in PvE, a lot of bosses that just have these forever ramping attack. There's usually no way to counter it. You just have to somewhat beat it in a timely manner, which is kind of bad design. But at least for some people on certain stages, especially if this is like Path of Trials, I don't know if this ruins your stars or anything like that. It doesn't seem to. I don't see anything that says it does. So it is what it is. So core memory, 2 types, scale of destiny. Oh, are they just adding this in or something? Whatever. Rainbow Lotus. This is, I guess, the Wug Run Fest. And now you can get from the Wug Run Fest some clocks. Stamina is good though. I'll give it that. Like the stamina is probably the best thing here, especially when there are certain events and you're looking for additional ways. I don't know how much Rainbow Lotus you get for winning, but at least there's stamina. I would say the ability to purchase stamina is really good. This 4-star thing is whack. I don't care about the clocks. I don't care about this. And the abrasive is also pretty good if you're really trying to improve equipment and you're like there's some type of time frame that you're trying to hit. I'll say that that's pretty good. So far, it's okay. It's just the game has so much potential, and you know, everyone has a specific thing that they want them to do. You know, they want them to do something specific, but like it just seems like it's not. Okay, so the login screen, it will be changed to the ZEON's Awakening, Halloween scene, background scenery in Brun's Village, whatever. I think now you can get that last piece of armor. So now you could finally get a double 6 set, double faded. You awaken and then you could stack on top of that. So now people's HP are going to be stupidly high if you go double red, or if you go red into green. The only thing I don't understand is if you awaken Can anyone tell me this? I'm actually don't know. Can you awaken one color, then change your hero's color? So like, let's say if I want to awaken full red, can I then change my hero's color and then my full red is still there and then go green? Let's say if I want to go red, green. Is that possible? I don't want to like, obviously nobody wants to then change their main color, then have to spend more ZEOS to change it. I'm just curious if anyone has tried it themselves. If you have tried it, let me know in the comment section below. Yada yada yada, cool means blue fake core. So now I guess I can see everyone that's a part of that blue fake core. Air squad donation marks, stuff, air squadron badges. Oh, these look really cool, I'll tell you that. Don't know what it's for though. Look cool though. Recipe power of wings will be excluded. Existing recipe dimension recruit will be added. Power of wings Levi stones will be excluded. What is the power? I'll check that in a second. Yes, see now, I don't know why they changed it to CP, why they had it as tier and then CP. Like, yeah, CP should be the first thing when you open the thing. It was like that for a while, and then they just changed it. Improvements, embody on Allen's daily tournament. The problem with then loading has been, so they haven't addressed it. That's funny. We'll have to see that. That's probably like the most important thing. Because there's so many times I was trying to do my daily tournaments at the last minute, which is bad on me, honestly. But it's like, damn, it takes a minute or 2 minutes to load. It makes it seem like your game is crashing, but it's not. It's the game, and for some reason, that's just, it is what it is. Buff manage heroes. Bailey's active skill had a description error, broken, this weird thing, inventory. So that's it. So if I were to say, as far as all this little updates, there's some cool stuff in there. The Halloween thing, it looks like it has some type of level of depth to it, and that's a little bit good. All in all, technically based off of what we already know into now, it's actually, the update is better. It's a good one. Still looking for, again, like stuff in the guild. Still looking for stuff, improvements on PvP. Pretty much a lot of the PvP, whether it's in the guild or in the regular standard game, definitely looking for that as well. And I just want to check this one little thing. But unfortunately, I talked for too long. It's about 30 minutes into the recording. My appointment is at 12 o'clock. It is 10:40 right now, and I have to leave probably in like once it's in 20 minutes it'll be 11 o'clock, and I kind of want to show up early because, especially still with COVID being rampant, a lot of check-in processes. It's a place I've never been to. It's very likely that I can't get this out until much later. I kind of also wanted to try to vote possibly after, but I don't know how long my appointment is. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to give the essence to the doctor that, you know, hey bro, hurry this up bro. Like, you know, I want them to take their time, and a lot of the times when you go on doctor visits, it's pretty long. So they said, are they taking this out? It said it's excluded, but this is like one of the best ways to get stamina. I hope they're not removing it entirely from the game. That'd be really strange, but it's honestly one of the best ways to get stamina. And as you can see, I've been stacking it up, waiting for another event. So maybe if the quantum raid takes some type of stamina, at least I'm prepared for it. If it doesn't, like if it's not something you should do, but I've learned now that the exploration is just not that worth it to do. Might as well stack it up, so when another core raid-esque thing happens, or, you know, and if the shop has things like that, you really want to be able to prepare for it. So that might be my new tip, is just to stack stamina until there is an event that requires your stamina to do so. That's it. YFOs in the comment section below, of course. I do hope that the chapter 13 has more cool stuff into it, something that, you know, I think that there should be at least one person, one content creator that's like, yo, this chapter 13 chapter is so cool, you know. But no one said that for chapter 11 or 12. So you know, hopefully there's something really cool in chapter 13 story wise. I gotta get out of here, or at least I gotta start preparing for stuff. Wish me luck. It should be nothing serious, guys. I don't want to scare anyone. It's just that I'm just need to double check and make sure that my leg is okay overall. I had surgery on my leg. Maybe some people don't know that. When I was younger, I tore my ACL full tear, and I could not walk. I couldn't walk. Like when I said I could barely walk before, I could not walk. I literally had needed crutches and all that other stuff. So it's just a precaution, because I've had surgery on that leg before. So if anything hurts near my knee, I want to get it checked out by a professional, just in case, you know, any other oogie boogies. All right, like, comment, and subscribe, and just remember that every day the catching is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.